matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be brought down, but he was with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. Really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs, because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Flush to the left. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Running inside. It's Dickey. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Red Raiders will try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stomped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Caught. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, and now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. Left side, it's Wingo. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. run inside. It's Coleman Williams. Oh, he's got some space.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll ride him again. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Third and 6 yards to go. He's changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Long way to go on second down. Handoff to Joyner. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff again. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Could be an alley. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Out wide left, it's Wingo. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Out wide right, it's Carpenter. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
No, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Second down, going to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
2nd and long here. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all away. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run with Joyner. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to finish this quarter with a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the number 17 team, the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's Houston with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. A give to Brown. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Brown. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Tough run here, it's Smothers. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Hand off for Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield. till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Moving the pocket, it's Hammond. Still looking to his right. On the move, he fires. Right side, it's Joyner. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Hits inside, it's Dickey. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for room. It's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Just got rid of that one.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Arts to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Going over the top. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, there's an alley to the left. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And these running backs, they practice with receivers now. They're running routes all the time, and you see, they give him the football out in space. He knows exactly how to run routes and how to do damage. And the best part is he's a running back after the catch. And look at him chew up the yards and make the big play and get all the way down the field.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. All over him immediately. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Bush is ahead.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
a possession. They need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Got it! Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Changing the routes with his receiver. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Trying to run, it's Smothers. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And, it does look as if they're going to leave the offense out there, and I guess you look at time and score, you can kind of understand a field goal doesn't help you that much. Escapes the pressure going right. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Takes it the other way. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense putting points on the board.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
The AT unit on the field. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Back to pass, it's Manning. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most